He sabotaged my only chance at making it in film school, so I turned his masterpiece into his public humiliation reel. There's a special kind of pain that comes from being betrayed by someone who's supposed to be your biggest supporter, especially when that person smiles in your face while holding the knife. For me, that person was Drew. We were roommates during our second year at a competitive film program. You know, the kind of place where everyone thinks they're the next Tarantino, but 90% of us are just sleep-deprived kids begging our cameras not to crash during finals. But Drew, he was talented, annoyingly so. Sharp editor, good with the camera, and loud. The kind of loud that gets you noticed by professors, juries, and girls who don't care if your script has plot holes the size of a Marvel reboot. I was the opposite. Quiet, methodical, obsessed with story arcs, pacing, and how to build emotional tension without needing a drone shot every 5 seconds. We made a great team, or at least I thought we did. Every year, our program ran a make-or-break short film competition. Winning meant access to internships, funding, exposure, real career doors. I wrote the screenplay, a 6-minute story about grief, silence, and the invisible weight people carry after tragedy. Drew read it and said, "It's genius, bro. Let's make it together." I trusted him. I handed him the script, storyboarded it with him, even helped set up auditions. We shot over 5 days. Brutal lighting setups, reshoots, sound issues. We edited together every night in our dorm room, trading energy drinks and notes. Then came submission week. One morning, I woke up to a forwarded email from our professor. It was a congratulations note to Drew for submitting a film titled Silence, my film, but my name wasn't on it anywhere. Writer, Drew Saunders. Director, Drew Saunders. Editor, Drew Saunders. I sat frozen at my desk, blinking at the screen like maybe I'd hallucinated it. I stormed into our shared suite and asked him what the hell happened. He shrugged. Actually shrugged. "It's better this way, man. One name looks cleaner. You're not a spotlight guy anyway. Don't worry, if I win, we both win. If I win, we both win." That sentence lit something in me. Something cold, focused, unforgiving. I didn't scream, didn't punch a wall. I just said, "Cool, good luck," and then I got to work. I knew Drew. I knew how he operated. Flashy edits, emotionless cuts. He'd taken my story and sliced it until it was an Instagram highlight reel with dramatic music and slow-mo shots of people staring into the rain. But here's what he didn't know. I'd saved every version of the original script, every rehearsal tape, every outtake. More importantly, I had a full second set of footage. We'd done redundant backups on my laptop for safety. Turns out it was for justice. Over the next week, I rebuilt the film, frame by frame, scene by scene, restored the pacing, trimmed the fluff, kept the silence where it mattered, the stillness after a death, the breath before grief sinks in. It became what it was always meant to be. And then I submitted it under a new title, Echo. I used a pseudonym, something neutral. Didn't want to seem like I was starting drama, just telling my story, anonymously. The judging panel watched both. Then everything flipped. Echo got picked up not just for the school's showcase, but for a regional student film fest. Meanwhile, Drew's version, it got shredded in the feedback notes. Over-directed, too polished for the subject matter, feels like a fashion commercial with a dead dad subplot. He was furious. Stormed around campus saying I'd leaked his vision. Tried to convince people that Echo was a cheap ripoff of his film. But the twist? My version had timestamped behind-the-scenes clips, rehearsals dated before his submission, even audio of me directing actors, coaching emotion, workshopping scenes. So I did what any quiet filmmaker would do. I released a making-of documentary, 5 minutes long, pure, calm receipts. Me writing the script, me directing actors, a split screen of my edit versus his. It went viral on the school subreddit. People started calling Drew Hollywood Handsy. One comment read, "Crazy how you stole a film about grief, and now you're the one we're mourning." He stopped showing up to class. Last I heard, he tried transferring to a school in Florida to start fresh. Good, I'm still here, still writing, still directing. Only now, when my name shows up in the credits, everyone knows who told the real story.